Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Cowboys and Cold Ones. Corey Clark with you here on June 19th on a Saturday. So happy today is a federal holiday finally, by the way. So happy for that. Cowboys and Cold Ones, Corey Clark with you. I usually go on in the middle of the week, had some stuff come up, a lot of things. Remember my dad trying to get on here. I'm just happy I got on a Saturday at around 8 p.m. Eastern time. Family snuck out. I go, you know what? I'm going to jump on here real quick. We'll make a quick show out of it. We'll see how quick it is, but let's get started. Hope you're all having a great week. I just had some sushi for dinner, and man, I'm bloated as it is. I also got a haircut, which I now look 12, and I shaved. So I guess that's a positive, but I'll put my Cowboys hat back on. All right, so we do the thing. We already know. If you've been watching, you understand. Remember to like, subscribe, comment below. I'd appreciate it. We're growing this thing. We're just having a good time. You and I hanging out, drinking a cold one, and talking Cowboys. All right. Today's different beer. Eventually, I'm going to run out of different beers to try. I'm going to go back to some others, but I went and got this from the store. We went grocery shopping this morning. I have one next week that wraps around the 4th of July theme, so stick around for that. But this is some of you guys might think it's dumb, maybe not a beer, which, I mean, it's probably not, but it's a hard cider. Angry Orchard Crisp Apple Hard Cider is what we're going to do today. So let's try that. I have never had this before, so let's do it. It's kind of smooth, I think. Probably wasn't if I go back and look. Got the Cowboys glass, and we're ready to roll. I do wonder if that I need to go back and actually listen. I do listen, but ASMR to me is not the coolest thing in the world. So I don't know if that's what that sounds like. It looks like I could tell you it's Bud Light, and you'd believe me. I think it's kind of really clear, a light. You can definitely tell, obviously, with it being a cider. Cheers. I was thirsty. Wow. It's actually pretty good. Don't hate that at all. All right, so what are we doing today on the show? Well, remember, you can follow me on Twitter at Corey Clark Radio. I'd appreciate it. It's a cool thing to do. But we are going to Oxnard's a big thing. This is that weird time frame where OTAs are over. Obviously, the draft's over, free agency's over. You're in that time frame in the middle of June to the later half of July, to where we're sitting around wondering what we're going to do with each other, twiddling our thumbs, coming up with topics to talk about. So I'm not going to be like some of those shows and say, you know what? If things don't go right this year, it's time to fire Mike McCarthy. It's time to get rid of Dak. I don't care if he signed a deal. We're not going to make up storylines like that, but we're going to have fun things and to talk about. Obviously, that Oxnard news is big, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, training camp-wise, the Dallas Cowboys are going back to Oxnard, which is nuts. And I'm happy after missing out due to COVID last year. I've been looking at tickets, guys. I'm thinking about going out there. If I go out there, I'll definitely do a show live from YouTube, either from the field or from my hotel room. I'm looking. They're really not that bad price-wise for me, so I might look into it. But Oxnard is the big thing that we're going to be talking about. First off, this is the 2021 Dallas Cowboys training camp key dates / schedule, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I've never showed you guys my new coasters. My soon-to-be mother-in-law got me this called Corey's Bar. My name's very generic, so I'm sure that wasn't hard to find, but I appreciate that. All right, let's look at it. So, oh man, on Tuesday, July 20th is when everything really starts to go down. So that week before, we're going to be like irritated, wanting things to get started already. July 20th, the team charter arrives in Oxnard, California on that Wednesday, the 21st. Opening press conference at 10 a.m. And then Thursday, July 22nd, the first official practice at 11 a.m., which I'm pretty sure, if I read that right, that's the first one that's actually open to the public. Okay. So if I'm going to go, that's the one I'm definitely going to go to. I don't know if the first one's going to be that big a deal, but I mean, I've never been to Oxnard. I've never been at the training camp site, so it'd be cool for me. Opening ceremonies on July 24th. Then on August 4th, on Wednesday, they depart for Canton, Ohio to take place in the Hall of Fame game that was supposed to take place a year ago against the Pittsburgh Steelers at 7 p.m. So the first official football game, guys. I mean, what is that? How many days until August 5th? So we're the Dallas Cowboys are the first NFL regular season game of the year, and they're also the first NFL preseason game of the year. So the first football game in general to kick off the 2021 campaign. And that's only 47 days away right now. Oh, it feels far, far away, but man, come on. Time can hurry up just a little bit. I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, so then they're going to do that game. But then this is something Mike McCarthy in his press conference a week ago was kind of hesitant about saying for sure or even talking about because it wasn't official yet. If you see right here, joint practice with the LA Rams back in Oxnard on Saturday, August 7th. I don't know if that's open to the public or not. Thursday, August 12th, they break camp in Oxnard. They travel to Phoenix, Arizona to take on the shit-talking Kyler Murray, who says he was never a Dallas Cowboy fan because we were always ass when he was growing up. Shut up, Kyler. Friday, August 13th, yep, they play Arizona. Then Saturday, August 21st, Dallas versus Houston. And the final preseason game, 2 days after my birthday, Dallas against Jacksonville at AT&T Stadium. And then boys and girls, or don't want to assume whatever you would like to be called, but Dallas versus Jacksonville at AT&T Stadium. That is the final preseason game. And next thing you know, the NFL regular season is going to kick off. All right. So I don't know if you're going to Oxnard. If you are, let me know on my Twitter at Corey Clark Radio. You can comment below when you subscribe. I'd appreciate it. But let me know. If I can get there, I'd love to link up with people. I know a big part of Cowboys Twitter is going, and that's something they've been talking about. I need to find time to go. You got to remember now that I think about it, my son's first birthday is July 24th or July 23rd. She's not here. Don't tell her. July 23rd is his one. He'll be one. Oh, man. We'll see. Probably. I'm not 100% not missing his birthday. If I win, it'd be later in July. It wouldn't be the beginning of it, which is fine for me. I'd still get a chance to go. But all right, as I said, this is going to be just a quick run through. Nothing big. Just want to get a show out there for you guys, a good one where we can have a conversation and talk about it. Who are, for you, the most excited Dallas Cowboy players you're excited to see heading into the 2021 season? Who is that for you? Let me know in the comments. When I release the live on Twitter, let me know there also at Corey Clark Radio, Corey. 5 players you could think of off the top of your head. Rookies, veterans, established Cowboy players, and new veteran players coming in. I got them all. I got a list of 5 for you. Now, it was hard to pick because there's so many of them. But let's go ahead and let's look at them. I have 5 for you. I'll tell you why. And hopefully we're expecting big things out of every single one on this list. But the first one is going to be Ball Hawk himself. The dude absolutely derailed. I can't even think of his name. Carson Wentz. Sorry, I closed my tab earlier, and I don't know why. But he derailed Carson Wentz. Donovan Wilson is one of the guys I'm beyond excited about. I mean, there's many reasons why. I got to pull it back up. Let's see. Here we go. I mean, it's nothing special. It's just there's simple photos, and we'll have videos to go along with these guys. I'll shout out the creators on those. I don't want to steal things from anybody. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Okay, Donovan Wilson. There we go. I'm excited to see Donovan Wilson, man. I mean, You look at things from a standpoint of the Wilson Hive is hot. That number 6 jersey on him looks phenomenal. Just excited for him to do big things this year, and I generally think he will. I mean, obviously, that's what you hope for with Donovan Wilson. I mean, finally, I think he's coming in, and he is, not a think, he officially is coming into his first training camp where everybody expects him to be the starter at the strong safety position. And I have not felt this good about a safety duo in quite some time. I mean, even that Donovan Wilson play last year where he made a play against Wentz. My favorite play is this one. I mean, look at it. There's Donovan Wilson up top. Kirk throws to Cousins, drills him. Jeez. Go back and watch that again. So Donovan is here. His job is in this back area, just back here, right? Back at the 22-yard line is where Wilson is right now. Was beyond the 20. He breaks down seeing that Kirk Cousins is throwing to Dalvin Cook, and would you guess Jalen Smith got beat by a running back in space? Shocker to everybody, right? But Donovan Wilson, it's like the Wilson Hive is a thing. He's a missile seeker. He read this. This was his game, his play all day long, and he was pumped for this. 1 minute left until halftime. Cowboys up 13-7. It seems like the Vikings are rolling. This is obviously a first down, and then some. Boom! Lawrence picks it up, and he'll hand it off to Jalen Smith. And man, oh man. So Donovan Wilson is one of the players I am excited about. The next one, guys, he had 74 catches last year, 935 receiving yards with 5 touchdowns, an average of 12.6 yards a reception. All that as a rookie with Andy Dalton as the quarterback, or Ben DiNucci as the quarterback, or Gilbert as the quarterback, or Dak Prescott for 5 games. Okay? It's C.D. Lamb. And C.D. Lamb, his most memorable catch of 2020 came against the same team we just saw, Donovan Wilson's most memorable play, the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, guys, this catch is absolutely nuts. This was my background for a while. Shout out to Kyle Yeomans of DallasCowboys.com. Don't look at that. How do you twist that body? I would have broke at least 3 bones in my back. At least 3 bones in my back. So I'm excited for C.D. Lamb. I mean, watch this in slow-mo right now. Fellow rookie Jeff Gladney from TCU grabs it with one hand, his offhand. That's absolutely insane. Like, shouldn't even be something that happens. Okay? But with C.D. Lamb, like, I generally am hoping that, like, something big time happens with him. I mean, look at that catch just in full motion right there. Absolutely perfect. It's just, man, I still to this day don't know how that he's a freak of an athlete. That's the best way to describe it. Second year, and now he's about to get, hopefully, knock on wood, a full year with Dak Prescott. He's on his way to earning that top spot in the Cowboys wide receiver room if he has a phenomenal year this year. And I feel like that this offseason also with Dak Prescott is only increasing everything we see with his chemistry between Lamb and Dak. So CeeDee Lamb's one of the guys I'm beyond excited about. The next one is one of Dan Quinn's guys that came from Atlanta, playing strong or free safety, KZ. Okay. I'm excited for KZ for a lot of reasons. First off, that 35 on him kind of looks weird. Wasn't that Kayvon Frazier's number anyway? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Look, the Cowboys haven't had a legit safety duo. I mean, let alone they haven't had a legit free safety in a long time. And at least Casey's proven in the past he can do it. I mean, had record numbers of interceptions in 2018. 2020 was a rough year for him because his Achilles injury, but he was back on the field by OTAs day one with the Cowboys, which gives me hope that he's ready to go. I want him on the field. He should not ever leave the field. I mean, obviously the Cowboys didn't draft a safety in the draft again, like we keep getting our hopes up for every year. But this is a guy that I think is going to make a bigger difference on the back end of the defense than you think. Okay. I mean, I physically do. KZ with Wilson, and then, I mean, Neal's not going to roll in there because he's a linebacker to replace Wilson. So it's going to be the Wilson and KZ show. We got to find some kind of nickname for that duo. I mean, I'm not going to lie. In the offseason, I was wanting Malik Hooker. Before the season even ended, I wanted Malik Hooker, but man, just KZ and his interceptions are some of the coolest. Like, he's just an athlete. He has a good read for the football. I mean, KZ number 27, just a little bit of highlight reel I found on the old YouTube where we are right now. What an awful throw by Ben. Basically, a layup for KZ right there. And you see him, he's back there in coverage, runs on the ball, overthrown there, and KZ makes a play on it. Really, I mean, this Falcons defense was good back when they had everybody healthy and everybody wanted to play there. KZ off the reflection, he finds the ball. He's there's no better way to describe what number 27 did on Atlanta in his prime years, especially in 2018. I mean, look at that. I mean, some of these are just layups, and I mean, look, layups or not, you could say that like, oh, those should be caught. Well, to be fair, we've had plenty of interceptions thrown to Cowboys secondary linebackers, or even it just bounced off their hands, and nothing ever happened in that regard. Like, I want to show you guys this. So when I was looking for KZ highlights and photos, doing my research for the show today on Twitter and stuff, I saw an Atlanta Falcons tweet from 2018. I'm going to take me off the screen. Look at this. KZ has 5 interceptions this season. That's more interceptions than the Cowboys have as an entire team. This was from November 18th of 2018. It's funny how the tides turn, huh? That's what I put on. I quote tweeted that on Twitter. It's funny how the tides turn. So, yes, I'm excited for KZ. We just went back-to-back safeties in those regards. Went Wilson, CD, KZ. KZ's one of the guys I'm excited for. There's also this guy by the name of Brent. You guys heard of him? Brent Urban, defensive lineman. And if you're not a diehard football guy that likes to watch football or closely pay attention to football, but then you're missing, because this guy has been a bowling ball, a wrecker, whatever synonym you want to use for a maniac when it comes to playing in the run game. I mean, Brent Urban constantly has made his team better. You look at Brent Urban, his PFF run grade, just his run grade. I mean, he's had some, I'll show you some of his pass rush stuff, but I mean, it just shows you how strong he is. And he's excited to be here and get back to his ways. In 2018, his PFF run grade is 79.7. Just last year, when he played for the Chicago Bears in 2020, it was 83.7. The Cowboys tired of no-name guys running all over us in games. Even the big-name guys, sure, but even the no-name guys or the rookies or the guys, they should not be able to run on you as well as they do, and that's been a problem we've had for the longest freaking time. And I'm beyond pumped to get Brent Urban in here. I mean, just looking at him from this standpoint, number 92 there just kind of gets back there in a hurry. Kirk drops back. Brent didn't fall for it. Okay, cool. And then you watch here when he played with the Bears last year, chasing Phillip Rivers with the Colts and just gets away. He's not a big pass rush guy. He's not here to be a pass rusher, but he can line up at any end, any D tackle role you want him to, and he will make plays. He will not stop his motors all the time, kind of like what vintage Tyrone Crawford would have been with his motor. Not in his run skill set or anything, but his motor. That's what Chauncey Golston is going to be. And I hope Chauncey Golston, our rookie, follows Brent Urban around everywhere he goes and learns everything he does. So if Brent Urban doesn't re-sign with the Cowboys next year, due to the fact he's on a one-year deal, Chauncey can step in and take that role over like that. With Bohanna, Osa, those rookies, Brent Urban is a guy I would want them to follow around. Okay? Like, pass rushing, yes, but we got Gregory. You got Lawrence. Terrell Basham should help if he doesn't get released. Those guys are going to make plays. But I mean, even on special teams, when he played for Baltimore, he made plays. On special teams, too, John Fassel licking his chops there. I mean, he did it again, blocking a field goal here. So, look, his main reason the Cowboys were bringing him on this team was for one reason and one reason only, and that was to stop the run. And I hope something I haven't seen anybody mention, like I said, Chauncey Golston, our rookie, follows him around everywhere he goes. Chauncey Golston should follow around Brent Urban everywhere he goes, just in case he doesn't resign, he can take over his role next year, because I think that's a big thing. So Brent Urban, he's not going to solve the problem of stopping the run, but a mixture of him and Bohanna and Osa, Carlos Watkins, the DNs and Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence all come together with a Dan Quinn scheme, just freeing up room for our linebackers, and whether it's Micah or Jalen or LVE or Neo or Jabril Cox, so many to choose from. And I could have chose any of those linebackers. Micah, obviously we're excited to see him. He's a 2021 first-round draft pick, of course. But I didn't want to cheat it. So, Urban, I mean, we're excited for him. And the final guy I'm excited for, just for this list, I'm excited for a lot of others, but Dak Prescott. Rain Dakota Prescott. As you see, his position obviously is quarterback. I must have got a spell check there when I put GOAT. But my God, he's the GOAT, man. I'm pumped for this dude. He makes me want to run through a brick wall. This isn't brick. Pretend it is. It's not brick, though. It makes me want to run through this wall. Like, it makes me want to stand up and get hype. And, like, how do you not want to play for that guy? I mean, Leo Collins said it, too. How do you not want to go to war for that guy? Everything he's been through. And people still find a way to bring him down. Or they at least try. From the passing of his mother to the passing of his brother, to every other hardship he's been through, to still put it all on the line for his team. And he got his big contract, and some of you guys are like, oh, he didn't deserve it. That's a lot of money. Wake up and welcome to 2021. This contract will look cheap probably in 2025. Hate to break it to you, but, I mean, dude. 2020 Dak Prescott was fun. And you know, a player has never won MVP and comeback player of the year in the same year, and that's Dak Prescott's award. And wouldn't it be cool if we could have him also take that Super Bowl MVP? I mean, this was 5 games in 2020. I mean, this is obviously the first game of the year last year. These are just some of the highlights we skipped through. Heck of a throw to the sideline to Jarwin before he got hurt. That picture alone on that play, Tyron Smith is in there. Obviously, La'el Collins isn't. Zach Martin's in there. So many healthy guys that the Cowboys didn't have the luxury of having. And just in 5 games last year, Dak, 68% completion percentage, 1,856 yards, 9 TDs, passing, 4 interceptions with a 99.6 QBR. And he was on pace for a career year. There's Dak again, putting his life on the body on the line in just a week 1 game. I mean, if we just skip ahead to some of these, this is against Seattle, game they ended up losing. All right, dumb ads, whatever. Anyway, couldn't be a dumb ad if you want to sponsor Cowboys and Cold Ones. What drink do you want me to do? Cheers, guys. Now, I told you this won't be long, probably just about a 30-minute episode, but I hope that gives you an idea. Oxnard, if you're going, let me know. I'd love to try and meet up with you guys. I'm not dumb. I know I don't have that many viewers right now, but I have a few, and I appreciate it. And honestly, it's not about the viewership. I just enjoy doing this, getting in front of a mic and talking. I work in radio. You guys, I've told you my backstory. I work in sports radio. I've done the sports talk shows. I've done the podcast. I've never done anything like this with a live show on YouTube. I mean, once we get big enough, maybe I'll even take the time to pay to remove this guy and just shoo him away. And then I'll learn how to edit that for the final. Ooh, that's good. When we finally do this little edit we can do, and I think I know how to do it. So when I put my hand like this, we can make the duck go quack, quack away. No, if you're going to Oxnard, guys, it's Saturday evening, and I'm out of it. But I'm having fun. Follow me on Twitter at Corey Clark Radio. All right. Top 5 Cowboy players to be excited about. For me, D. Wilson, CeeDee Lamb, KZ, Brent Urban, and Dakota Prescott. Till next time, we'll see you this week. I'm working on getting a guy on, a former Cowboys player that knows a little bit about the linebacker position. And I feel like we need to talk to him about our linebacker group, from LV's injuries to Jalen Smith. Is the criticism fair? To what we can expect from Micah Parsons and what he knows about Jabril Cox. He knows a little bit about the college game too. So we'll keep the secret on the down low. Until then, we'll talk to you next week. Keep it locked in. Like, comment, subscribe. Share with your friends. Share with your Cowboy buddies. Share in your Cowboys group chat. And as always, let's go Cowboys. Cheers.